Wolf does have a down throw into 2 dash attacks.
Oh
if
yeah,
you do it correctly.
what is that? I think it's the Moxie regrab.
Something
I think
like
it's
that.
called. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how it
the
works.
Moxie chain grab. That's what it's called.
I watched it at one point. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna caster this. I'm just like, yeah, Moxie did this. But either way, we're gonna get into here. And it looks like, yep, we do have the Roy in there, mixing in with the Terry and Kazi. It's a good call on that. And on the other side, we're going to see the Lucina come out, another Fundies character.
Yeah, it's pretty stable. I like the leadoff with Sheik here, though. She can feel insurmountable at early. That's still linked? Wow, the timing there from Riddles, and especially since Deltaforce was SDIing off stage to try and avoid a lot of this damage.
Now, let's not forget, Sheik is still a very good character.
Oh, for sure.
Right? And I think some people are starting to get a little bit high on her. I think a little too high. But we even see some bigger names who start to think that Sheik may be top 10, top 15 in the game because of all that frame data she has. I mean, we've seen WebJP, but on the other side of that, you still got to deal with Kazuya.
Yeah,
Kazuya's that dude.
And it's so unfortunate because Deltaforce was starting off so well, and he did a down tilt to try and avoid some of the positioning and stood up at just the wrong time to get dragon uppercutted. Like, super sad.
Dude, Riddles is so much better than me. At that point, I would have down aired off stage and completely threw that stock away just for a potential chance to clip somebody. Yeah, and not even like clip like a Twitter clip. I mean like just clip like the hitbox.
You're a people's champion, Skip.
I am a people's champion.
Anyway, Kazuya Mishima. Oh no.
Yeah. We do have the link coming in here. I like that he actually turned the up special around to try and see if he can clip him off, send him off stage. Definitely a link special, but that's going to be it right there. Yep, goodbye. And a quick 3 seconds to get started here. And how long was that game?
Maybe less than a minute. No, it was
Hang on, I'm looking here. It's about a minute 23.
Okay, minute 30.
No, not even a minute 30. It was under a minute 30.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's Kazuya Mishima.
He's the Mishima man with
a
plan.
I hope you guys at home are tired of hearing Kazuya Mishima talk said like that, because you're going to hear it a lot more times this weekend. Yeah. I'm sure I'm not even the first one to say it. I'm sure Ajax or Fab said it earlier.
Was there a Kazuya in doubles? I don't think
Maybe.
I don't think there was.
I don't know, but look at it.
Yep.
So like 123.
just kind of oof as he runs it right back to Pokemon Stadium 2. I wouldn't change up the roster here if you're Deltaforce. Honestly,
I wouldn't mind changing up the roster a little bit.
I could see like the idea. Oh, Young Link. Okay.
I think Young Link actually might have a decent matchup against Kazuya. But also, why not try to start Link here? Because Sheik, like, I understand starting Sheik. Okay, actually going to start Young Link here. Honestly, not a bad idea, just due to the fact that, like, that arrow is absolutely ridiculous. Fire arrow is stupid.
It's almost, I almost wanted to see him pivot a little bit more into that Fundies area, but someone with a little bit more privilege, like Palutena. But Young Link can do similar things if they're allowed to play. And right now, they've gotten past the death percent at 0, and now you have to deal with a different level combos that Riddles is very, very ready for. Looking for the Hell Sweep instead off of that spiking Nair, but man, the aggression from Riddles is just so good because even when he drops a combo, he's crouch dashing straight for you.
And dude, he just makes Kazuya just look so much faster than Kazuya really is too.
For sure.
Like, I mean, obviously he's using the wave dash there, but Kazuya is kind of fast in this game. But if you're consistent with those movement options, you're very quick. And as you can see, I mean, 44% I think is a better start than the Sheik was.
I think it's actually worse. I think he did 60 with the Sheik. But
did he?
I think so.
Oh, man.
Because she can do this, right? When you have your combos unlocked. That's not true at that percent. Oh, okay.
I thought he was going to fall out of
Me
that
too.
too. Yeah. Me too. I was in the same boat as you. Woo! But there we go, the Diamond Cutter. And you know what? We're on the board with a stock.
That's big. Able to call out a landing on the platform. Now you're playing against characters that you've seen before. There's not many great. There's a couple really good Kazuyas in Jersey, not on the level of Riddles though. But when it comes to Roy, when it comes to Terry, these are characters that have been around a hot minute, especially at Deltaforce's main school, which is NJIT. There's both of these characters there.
Yeah. There we go.
Shout out to Highway Masters.
Honestly, this Sheik is really starting to put in some work. Those couple combos and being able to close out that Kazuya is huge. And this is the Roy that's not quite as practiced by Riddles. This is a character, like you mentioned, he's starting to pick up to deal with the Sonic matchup more. And we'll see how well it's going to work, because Sheik is one of those characters that really messes some of these characters up. The Swordies.
Yeah, any sort of like lingering neutral air, or like once you get Riddles off stage, the stock can be really, really dangerous, which is why you see Riddles go for that high jump, but it's played around by Deltaforce so unbelievably well, but yet Riddles is just using that disjoint and using the raw initial speed of Roy to blow by Sheik before they can get started with these traps. A super solid option against trapping and spacing-based players is to just never let them get set up and blow right by them.
Yep. But right now, okay, lands with the Nair. And this is starting to get a little bit dangerous here.
Yeah. Will the Link get to
dude,
play?
Link does have some crazy ledge traps. Definitely one of the better ledge trap characters in the game. It's just, you don't see it too often because, again, there's not a lot of Links. But we do see that second stock get cleaned up. But now you got to deal with, honestly, who I still think is Riddle's like best character. Just because of how good he is. Like, obviously, Kazuya's a better character, but I think Terry's just his best, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he just like flows better with Terry. I feel like the added grab, the added like insane dash grab, dash attack being such a crazy option, and the airspeed as well. So good for Riddles. Gotta be. Oh, that's still connected. It powered straight through the boomerang. Let's take another look at that.
And I do want to point out here, I am a little bit biased when it comes to his Terry. I also just really, really like his Terry, so it's probably not his best character. I think it is because I want him to play it more.
His Terry's mad clean, like all across the board. Let's get a chance to take a look at some of these stocks here, though, and like glimpses of the start of a great start from Deltaforce, especially in that game too. Just some clean callouts from Riddles, and the best part about Riddles, seemingly consistently, is his ability to call out defensive options. So we see it multiple times over, and the aggression off of ledge getting punished by a huge power dunk. Let's get a look at this final stock. Yeah, he throws the boomerang.
It's like the last possible frame of that move.
But it's fine because the charge version of Power Dunk is plus on blocks. So you cover the anti-air and you cover the neutral get-up shield with all of that arcing move. Yeah,
it's really good. But we will be going to a quick break. But before that, we're actually going to talk about some of these slides here. So first of all, we got Metafy. You know who Metafy is. We all know who Metafy is at this point. But you can learn from some great players, like mentioned here, MKLeo, DeBuzz, and Tweak. Honestly, they're working on more ways to build the community and try to introduce more ways to help the scene grow. And honestly, I respect the hell out of them for that. For sure. But it's not even just these players here. There's other players out there that are absolutely worth every dollar. I know if Mewtwo King was here, he'd be yelling into the microphone, please go through my Metafy. That's like the one thing that guy needs going on in his life.
He wants every single person to go through his Metafy to get all of the coaching from one of the best Smash players, period. There's also a ton of Smash players that you'll see on Metafy throughout the day here in Collision 2023, which, speaking of, we've got the Collision Series events, production, content. It's a group that is rooted in the heart of New Jersey.